We're responsible for a sector of the population, the 16 to 24-year-olds, who are most vulnerable at the moment in relation to finding work. We're operating in a very different world now than we were 4 years ago when we set our current strategic plan. And we've got a responsibility to make sure that our students, when they leave us, have got an edge when they're looking for a job that is over and above those who haven't been with Abingdon and Whitney College.
The colleges and the courses are very much geared towards passing exams and academic qualification, and inherently miss out on what the workplace is really all about. The individuals that shine within JSP are those who are not afraid to stand out from the normal, people who improvise and innovate.
I think qualifications will remain important, but it's providing them with a lot more value add. It's helping them prepare themselves for the future, because it's going to become a lot tougher and a lot more difficult than it was.
The danger is you're offering courses at college that industry doesn't want or need. But if you're talking to employers, then you understand what the employers need, and that helps you design courses and offer courses that industry really wants.
We're not putting add-ons onto a qualification. We also want to ensure through the curriculum that we're going to introduce, invest in and develop, that the most important gain for our students is their ability to be confident in work. We're in a good starting position. We're seeing our student success rates rise year on year. We're finally coming to the end of what's been a very challenging time at Whitney with the new build, and we're financially in a very solid position. So we are shifting our emphasis from solely being on qualifications to being on the outcome that the student is looking to achieve. It's a very brave move, it's a very innovative move.
I've helped out with 2 or 3 live events now, and it's a brilliant experience. I'm loving it. I'm second year at the moment out of the 2, so I'm almost at the end of my course. But it's really good fun. I'm really enjoying it and hoping to carry on doing live sound for a career, so it's really helped.
Well, art and design are the creative ones, engineers are the logical ones. I feel we can put that together, they'll come up with the ideas and we'll have the final product, make it out of whatever.
We've used a lot of collaborative work with other departments and faculties to create more work-based situations for our students, which would reflect how they would have to operate out in the real world once they get their qualification.
The Futures programme wraps the vocational qualification into a much broader programme that ensures that the students are challenged to produce work in a way that wouldn't have been done before.
There is a lot of cross-college stuff that they could benefit from, and I think working with other students, regardless of what the subject is, adds to their employability, because it gives them a better overall perspective of what happens in the real world, and it makes them a much rounder and richer person, I think.
Yeah, although then you could paint wood to make it shiny, if you use the right paint.
We've got performing arts students working with engineers, we've got art and design students working with business studies. And what we're seeing is a great deal more creativity coming out of the engineers and a great deal more logistical planning coming out of the art and design students. We're seeing knowledge being transferred between these 2 groups to both their benefits.
It probably worked really well because all the ideas were being combined. Yeah.
It was really exciting to take the students out of their comfort zones, which, as we know in the real world, you will have to do, and I know that the business students certainly got a lot out of it.
It's all about work ethics, isn't it? It's about getting there on time, it's about handing in work on time, because when you're in the workplace, you're not going to get away with it.
Mid-year point shows that the performance of those students is significantly better than the year before when they were on a single qualification. Their attendance is better, their retention is better, the achievement of their assignments is far more timely.
We want to cater to what employers need. We want to send them out with skills more than just being able to pick up a trowel, more than to be able to cut a bit of timber. We want to send them out into industry knowing that they're going to be able to turn up at work on time, knowing that they're going to be able to solve problems, can be independent as well as work as part of a team.
The early indications are that companies are very keen to work with us if they think we are listening to what they're saying. But they really are engaging with this because they feel that they are being part of creating this new curriculum. It isn't a token exercise.
Start with the
If students can see that we are investing in them,
it's nice. Yeah, I can imagine this.
And that we care about the learning environment that they're working in, they will rise, I think, in terms of what they're capable of.
Oh, wow. It's so cool. Oh, wow.
I think all this new work going on at college is really good for students who are thinking about coming to college or students who are already at college, because it's sort of telling them that the college is willing to put in all this money and all this work and all this time to provide for them what they need to set them up for the future.
Go on, to get all excited.
I'm very excited.
You better be excited.
Wow.
The learning spaces that we want to put in place in Abingdon over the next 3 years will be very, very exciting. And we can see from what we've been able to achieve at Witney, within the resources that we have, is that that is possible without having to go for a brand new build. And they will certainly be the sort of environments that I would expect students to be demanding from us in order to get the best from their performance.
If you look at some of the offerings that some institutions provide, it's really about chalk and talk. We aim to do things differently. So what it looks like in terms of the end result is better equipped employees who understand, they're more business savvy, and they can actually really make a difference.
Lovely, well done. We can sprint over now, it's going to take some.
We had sessions with a whole range of staff inviting their comments on the future strategy, and their feedback has been enormously helpful and valuable, and they will see their input reflected very clearly in the development of the plan.
To be an effective teacher means constantly adapting, so I'm finding that the whole way that I can communicate with them is changing, and to reflect that, a lot of the ways in which I'm teaching them is also changing.
Under the lights we're noticing a couple of threads and stuff hanging down, so I will be in here with my scissors.
A key element is staff development, the establishment of a teaching skills academy where teachers can share best practice, learn about new skills, new practices. It's a facility that I'm not aware of exists in any other college, but it is one that we really do believe will enable teachers to be provided with the facilities and resources and support they need to do the job they want to do very, very well.
Students are used to using lots of different technology in schools. We have to be using the technology that they're using. We have to teach them in the way they want to learn, because this is how it is in the workplace. Employees are engaging in these technologies as well, so students have to be prepared, and we have to teach them in a much more rounded way than we ever used to do.
The college is now very, very keen to get on with it, improving year on year until we've reached that top 10% of colleges nationally, which is what the plan sets out we will do, to give them the edge over other people who are moving into the labour market.
It's that well-rounded person, that person who has been prepared by the school or the college for the world of work. And they're the ones who get the jobs all the time.
I want an employer, when they see a CV from a student from Abingdon and Witney College, I want them to say, wow.
We do feel like we are being prepared for our futures. We're going to be highly employable, we're going to be accepted into unis, all that's going to be a lot easier for us because we've had all this experience, and we really appreciate that.
Our students represent the future. If we fail to invest in education, then as a country, as a community, we will die.
I mean, if you look at the title, Our Future, Your Success, that really sums it up.